Aquarius singles, this is Amber with Lives in Sync Tarot. This is your reading for March 2018. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you would like a private reading, that link's in the description box below, as well as the link for the extended reading, which I go into your energies for the month, like summing this up with a little bit more directness, and I split up your environment into who you're dealing with, whether it be fire, earth, air, or water. Okay, and then some advice for you going forward or for you in March. I do touch on it a little bit with an oracle card that I end on at the end in the general readings, and some more oracle cards in the extended. So for your general reading, I have pulled 2 romance oracle cards. The first one I have is Get to Know Each Other. Learning to meet everyone's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Okay. And you have Worth Waiting For. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Aquarius singles. So, you've been waiting on a relationship for sure, okay? You definitely have been waiting on a relationship, and this seems to be it, okay? There may be a tad bit of fear. Actually, I do feel it. Fear, anxiety, worry about lots of things. It could be distance. It could be being ghosted, failure. But you have to get to know the other person, okay? Do not assume you know them by one particular action or something that may have happened in the past or something that someone else may have done to you in the past. You have to get to know this particular individual and what they like, how you can work together, things like that, okay? For your overall energy, on the bottom of both decks, you have the Chariot and the 8 of Pentacles here, which is dedicated effort, okay? So it talks about your direction and your willpower to go where you want to go. It talks about, so I think it's important for you this month to figure out where your partner wants to go, where you want to go, and what direction you're pulling that in. This is a good time for communication and seeing the little things. So I feel like you've already done the whole part where you know each other in a way where you can communicate openly. But this is a time this month to really get to the nitty-gritty of things, like if you snore when you sleep and how that's going to work with you all. Where is the relationship going? What kind of future do you want to have? Do you want to have children? What are your goals? You know, like it's all the little things about each other that you're starting to learn and figure out if you're both going in that same direction. Okay. So in the past, you have the 7 of Cups in reverse and sadness and isolation. Okay. So I feel like you were confused about a situation in the past, but you've decided to go with the flow. There also seems to be lots of choices, and you've chosen one particular choice. Something that you may have been separated from, something that may have left you feeling sad, or something that has been on the back of your mind. You made a decision about that, either to pursue it, to let it go, to move forward. But I really feel like this is making a decision to move forward, making a decision to step out of your box and allow yourself to receive something. Okay. So in your present, which is March's energy for you, you have the Hierophant and the Upright and Rebuild. Okay. So this is you figuring out what relationships mean to you. I think that you have a fear that things will not move past where they are, but they can. You both just have to set up some sort of rules about where things are going. That's why it's so important for you to get to know each other in a deeper level, and what each other really wants within a relationship. I feel like, Aquarius, you have certain things or responsibilities that you have to deal with that do not move, whether this be church, school, work, children, religious practices. There's something that you will not be moved on. Okay. In your opposition, you have the Six of Pentacles and rest and reconsider. So on the other hand, you are giving. I also feel like your partner is giving. I feel like there's an equal amount of give and take here. Also, I'm hearing it's important for you not to let little things develop into big things. Or to let your passion be stifled. Okay, because there is give and take to show you that there is balance here. But this is the opposition. So it's like you want more give and take, or there's something more that you want here. But I do feel like there is balance. And also it may be physical contact that is the problem. Meeting each other, being together, finding time. But you also do understand that you both have your own responsibilities. That's why it's so important for you all to work together. So moving forward, you have the King of Swords and share the love. And this is you knowing that this is what you want, okay? This is firm knowing that this is what you want. You're happy here. There's camaraderie in love and emotion, and you can share that emotion with this person. You can be a part of something with them, okay? There may also be a meeting or it's like there's a meeting or a celebration where both of you can be together, maybe with others. Yes, maybe with others. I'm hearing maybe, because not necessarily. Okay, maybe with others. But this is the moment that you realize that this is your direction. This is your truth. This is also a good time to discuss. And there may also be a discussion from this person about the realness of the relationship. I feel like things are being brought together at this point, okay? So look forward to that happening for you in March. So negative influences, you have the Hermit and feeling alone, okay? So your negative influences is that you can't be with each other, okay? You can't be with each other and you feel the distance in some way, whether this is emotional or physical distance, okay? And this distance is causing you to overthink, right? So the separation, the time apart is causing you to overthink the situation. But you have to remember what your goals are. If you look in this photo, there is a lantern. And this Hermit is focused on this lantern, okay? Focused on it. Now, you have to focus on the knowledge of what you know. This, you know, okay? So you know what this is. You've made a decision to come out of this, right? You have the willpower. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, okay? And you have to focus on this when you feel that distance. And that will bring you that spiritual enlightenment that you need when it comes to this relationship or this situation that you're in. So your ideas, you have the Queen of Cups and choose your battles. I feel like there's a tad bit of codependency on emotion here because there's some sort of distance or some sort of reason why you can't be with each other all the time. You kind of get codependent on this person's emotion or your intuition, knowing what you know emotionally. So there is an emotional bond here, or like an emotional codependence when it comes to this relationship. And I feel like there's a bit of fear that this won't work out, that this person will reject you if there isn't any consistent conversation or consistent contact. Fear that they aren't fighting anymore, right? So with choose your battles, I feel like that's what it means, to choose or be aware of what your emotions are causing you to choose, what side your emotions are putting you on. Okay, so that's important for you to pay attention to. So let's go with your environment. Beautiful, beautiful. You have the Two of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords in the upright. Okay, so this is about, I feel like your partner maybe a bit of a perfectionist. Okay, I feel like they're also having problems with the separation issues and why things are not coming together in a solid sort of way. And they need to know consistently that things are growing. I feel like you and your partner have that same energy. Okay, but your partner has made a decision. There is no let's wait and see, or I kind of want to stand here. They have made a decision that you are what they want and they're moving forward. Okay, the Six of Swords can also talk about travel. So this could possibly be where this energy comes in and you meet each other and be able to have that conversation. Okay, I also heard Skype, so I don't, that's just what I heard. Okay, so this is a good indication that things are going to move forward. Your partner has made a decision. There's a decision being made. There is no standstill. There is no I feel like there is some mental anguish here and some mental I would like them to be with me all the time. But I feel like this is more of an understanding that you can't always be in your partner's face 24 hours a day. Okay, so this person seems extremely logical in that way, especially with the Swords energy. But I also think that even though this is what's happening, they still want to move forward. This is something that they want. This is something that they believe in. Okay. I'm pulling one more card for your environment, and you have the Justice in reverse. Okay, so this tells me that your partner does feel like there is an injustice, that there does need to be some sort of balance or something needs to happen. And that's why I feel like there's going to be movement. Whoever is able to make that movement will make it. I do feel like it's probably your environment that's going to do it because they have more movement cards than you do. You have a lot of, I feel like, more mental contemplation, and they have more movement. Okay, so let's talk about the 1st and the 15th. Okay, you have the Sun card in reverse and the Queen of Swords in the upright. And so the first half of the month, there may be a bit of cooperation with getting things moving forward. Okay, so there is a sense that you have been waiting for something to happen and it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Okay, and this is a time where you start to see the truth in the matter and perceive what's really happening, which is not negative. Okay, I don't feel like it's negative. I just feel like what it is that you want to happen, there is a delay. There is some mental space here where you don't think that things are going to come together, and it leaves you sad, okay? And you're starting to perceive that maybe this isn't what you really thought it was going to be, or how can this work, or what can we do, because there isn't that camaraderie, there isn't that come togetherness. I feel like I used that once before, that you feel that there should be, okay? Yep. 5 of Cups in the upright. That tells me that you're sad. You're feeling distance. You're feeling like this is a loss and nothing good can come of this. But this card also talks about seeing what it is that you do have and not focusing on all of the negativity. But I feel like you're going to kind of struggle with that the 1st through the 15th, which is why it's important for you to get to know each other. It's important for you to keep communicating. It's important for you to be open to new things and doing more with each other. Okay, so the 15th through the end of the month, you have the 9 of Cups and the 5 of Swords in the reverse. So this tells me that you're going to have some really heart-to-heart communication at the end of the month. Okay, there are some things and some delays that need to be talked about. It's so important for you not to hold on to this, especially with this Hermit energy being in your negatives. It's important for you to not hold on to that energy and really get it out into the open. Okay, what you're trying to stop with the 5 of Swords in reverse is that lose mentality, where everything that you're doing that's not working is keeping you within a cycle, and the whole goal is trying to get out of that cycle and being able to come out a better person and be victorious, because I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like you're going to pay attention to what it is you do have when you activate that Queen of Swords energy, because that's what she does. She cuts through the bull crap and only sees the truth in the matter. But even though it's hard and you do feel the loss, I feel like you're going to come out of that because you realize what it is that you do have towards the end of the month, okay? Oof, that's too many cards. Well, that one really wanted to come out. The Fool card actually came up in the upright. So this talks about taking risks, okay? Either you or your partner is going to take a risk towards the end of the month for contentment, because whatever cycle is going on now is not working, and there seems to be lots of delays in communication or what it is that you feel like your partner truly wants or thinks about you, and all that is going to come into being towards the end of the month, okay? I'm also hearing, yeah, lots of communication, paying attention to things that need to be paid attention to. So this is the 8 of Wands in the upright, and this is the 4 of Cups in reverse. This talks about moving forward, communication about moving on from things that you were just crying over that you can't change. This is my crying over spilled milk card. So you're going to pick up your bootstraps and get it together. That's what's happening towards the end of the month, which is beautiful. And it's very, very much shown in your conclusion, okay? You have this is Love Abounds. You have the Devil in reverse, and you have the 9 of Swords. This tells me right here that you're taking control of your emotions, okay? You're taking control of your sadness. You're taking control of that anxiety, the worry, because there is an actual opportunity for love here. There's something that seems like it can be really big and great for your life, and you're going to take possession and control over that by releasing all of this, the addiction to touch, the addiction to sex, the addiction to needing to have someone with you all the time, the things that are keeping you worried, the things that are keeping you trapped, you are letting them go, okay? Because there is a new opportunity or a larger opportunity for love here, okay? And I'm going to pull one more card for your conclusion, Aquarius singles. There it is, the 4 of Pentacles. This talks about holding on for dear life. That's what I feel like you're doing, okay? Be careful about what it is that you're holding on to, but I feel like you're going to hold on to that. When you have an opportunity for Ace of Cups, why would that not be the thing that you're holding on to? Be careful about not holding on to, or holding on too tightly to the idea of worry, okay? The High Priestess, I'm going to end it there. Spirit said end it there. The High Priestess talks about really paying attention to your intuition, what it is that you know. It's something about this relationship that draws you in, and I really feel it. I really feel like you think it's worth the wait. I really think that you feel like something is here, okay? This may not be the ideal conditions for it to manifest or be nurtured, but it seems like there is something that is going on. I just turned the deck over and there is Temperance, which talks about balance, okay? So you really need to balance this situation because something is here. Something is here. Your overall card for you to meditate on this month is Magnificence. It says, own your magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and grace. It's important for you to be graceful. It's important for you to practice moderation. It's important for you to be patient during this time. That inner loveliness, that glow, the sparkle that you have is really going to get you through this month. So you're going to have to get out of that angry, painful, demanding, sad, anxious mental space so you can get what is supposed to come out of you for this to manifest, which is beautiful. So if you want the extended reading, that link, remember, is in the description box below, and we'll split this up for you into the different elements, okay? So thank you very much for listening. I will see you next month. Love and light. Bye-bye.